Hello everyone, welcome to Get My Class. Today we are going to solve this question which says normal pollen tube formation is observed even if generative cell has been damaged by laser beam because option A, laser beam induces pollen tube growth. Option B, laser beam cannot damage the generative cell. Option C, the killed generative cells secrete enzymes which induce pollen tube growth. Option D, the vegetative cell will give rise to pollen tube. Now let us understand the question. It says the normal pollen tube formation is observed even if the generative cell has been damaged by laser beam. Because, so what is the reason that even if the generative cell has been damaged in the pollen grain, but still there is formation of the pollen tube. So what is the reason? So what do you mean by generative cell? So we know that the pollen grains, they consist of two cells, like is the mature pollen grain I'm talking about. It consists of two cells. One is the generative cell, and the other one is the vegetative cell or the tube cell. Vegetative or the tube cell, both mean the same. Now this generative cell is the one which will further, which will give rise to two male gametes. This will give rise to two male gametes later. Okay, whereas the vegetative cell will remain as single. Now they are telling that when it is being subjected to laser beam, okay, this is the laser beam which is hitting this generative cell and it kills it. Okay, so in that case, how come there is formation of the tube, that is the pollen tube? How is it possible that it is capable of producing pollen tube? We know that pollen tube is produced when the pollen grain gets it gets germinated on the stigma, right? But here, even though generative cell has been damaged by the laser beam, but still, how is it capable of producing pollen tube? That is the question. So option A says laser beam induces pollen tube growth. No, laser beam does not induce pollen tube growth because it is actually damaging in nature. Okay, and hence option A is ruled out. Option B says laser beam cannot damage the generative cell. No, again, because in the question itself, it's been saying that it is generative cell has been damaged by laser beam. It's already stating that it has been already damaged. So how can we say it does not damage the generative cell? Then option C says the killed generative cells secrete enzymes which induce pollen tube growth. No, the cell has been already killed. So how can it secrete enzyme? Okay, so it may contain enzymes within it. Only when it ruptures, that time we can say that okay, maybe that enzyme would have helped in the germination. But then the cell has been killed, and nothing about bursting of the cell has been mentioned here. Hence, option C is ruled out. Option D says vegetative cell will give rise to pollen tube. So yes, so even though generative cell has been killed, but still the vegetative cell is that this will give rise to pollen tube. Pollen tube. Okay, so the correct answer should be option B. Okay, that is the vegetative cell will be capable of giving rise to pollen tube, and further this vegetative nucleus will pass through the pollen tube. Okay, so the option B is the right answer. So let us conclude. So what is the right answer? The right answer is option B. I hope you understood the expression. Thank you, everyone.